Man U lost woefully to Brighton in today's game. Brighton 2, Man U 1. What do you have to say about today's performance?
The performance today, I don't think is quite good for Manchester United, considering how in fact, their finishing is very, very poor today. And we were unlucky to score two offside goals, but that does not count. I think the problem Manu were affected with today, I think, is from the starting lineup because playing for Bruno as first nine, I think that has hampered his performance today, and that is why he was nowhere to be found in the match completely, and that's why the coach have to stop him. So our problem, I think, our major problem is from the front line because our front liners find it difficult to finish the ball. It's not as if we do it to create the chances. We do create chances, but for us to score, it becomes something. It becomes something else. So I was thinking whether they will learn from what happened during our last. In fact, since from our community shield, I was thinking whether they will learn from it for them to improve on their scoring ability, but they could not. And I think it has affected us during our last match with Fulham. It has also affected us today with our match with Brighton.
All right, we saw Zigze in the bench, Joshua Zigze, and what was it called? Ganacho also in the bench.
Yeah.
Do you think it's the right thing for the coach to do?
Yeah, based on the coach, it's like Zexi is not fully fit for the match. In fact, since when he returned from the Euros, it's like he's not fully fit for the match. That is why the coach doesn't want to start him. So he preferred to bring him from the bench. That's during second half. So I think that's the reason why we have little challenges with our top nine. Had he been Rasmus Højlund is available, I know that he would have been starting him. So we're starting without a nine this time around because we are lacking a complete fit top nine. That is why Zexi has to come from the bench.
Okay. And then he came from the bench and look at the goal from Ganacho to Zexi. What do you think? Will you accept the decision of the center ref, the VR?
Yeah, it was a very good decision by the center referee. Even though VAR has have to look into it for them to know that it was an offside. So the truth is that he was already off. So Adibi, he did not touch the ball or he did not even come in close contact with the ball. I know that definitely the goal would have been awarded to Manchester United. So the game didn't favor us in that aspect, and it's not as if I'm blaming him because he was already there. Yes. So the ball came and met him there. So there was nothing he could do. So we just have to concede it and for us to make amends next time.
All right, the last minute goal by Pedro, assist from Adingra. Yeah. Do you think there was something they could do, the defense line or probably the goalkeeper?
Yeah, I think even the two goals they've scored, I think I have to put the blame on our defenders. Because if you look at the first goal by Welbeck, in fact, Maguire should have done better, but he was not in good position, and that is why they couldn't defend that ball well. So even if you look at what Joao Pedro did, how he converted, they are supposed to have blocked him, but they couldn't. They just left two of themselves. We are ahead of them as defenders. Yes. So from me, I think our defense liners are lacking communication.
Onana would have called their attention.
Yeah, so he should have, but he has not done so. So I think that has also affected us. So I think there should be good rapport, as in good communication between our defenders for them to be agile at all times, and urgency is also needed in that defense also for them to expect anything at any time. So I was thinking whether they will do better by communicating to each other for them to know how they will position. And what baffles me more is that it's not as if we don't have a set piece coach. We have a coach that was employed to be the set piece coach in this team. But you can imagine for a team like this to concede that kind of set piece, I think is very, very wrong.
It wasn't a set piece. It was like a corner. It was a pass to Adingra. Then he bring the pull out.
Yeah, but still, they should have done better for them to defend that goal. Yes. So they know that, we are on pressure already. So they are supposed to be coordinated in that defense. So it's not as if the defense is too bad like that, but they should have done well. So I would have loved them to do better. So they should go and work on themselves, right? So that they should know how they will position and how they will be able to defend well for us not to be conceding careless goals as such.
Okay, losing in today's game, I don't think is a nice one because Man United's game will be against Liverpool on Sunday. What do you think about that match? What do you have to say? But I'm seeing Man U losing in that match.
Yeah, I don't think it is a must that we lose our match with Liverpool. Yeah, that's a rivalry match and anything can happen. Yeah, so the thing is that I know that we'll work well. As long as we are playing our rivals, I know the approach will be different. So I want our coach to go and study the game well for him to see where we have done wrong. You see, even in our midfield self, I noticed something with our midfield. Casemiro has not been doing well. In fact, even though in our last match he did well, but age-wise, I think that's his age also normally affecting in matches like this. So I want us to see follow that midfielder that we are pursuing for us to get him into the team because we are lacking something in the midfield. So I think the only person I saw in that midfield today is Kobe Maino. So that boy was so classical today, and I love his performance. At Dibin, he has other contribution from his fellow midfielders. I know that he would have done better. We would have done better in the midfield too, but we couldn't, and that has also affected our performance. So if we continue by the way we play today, I don't see us winning Liverpool. But if our coach is good enough, he should go and study the game.
Go back to the drawing board.
Yes, go back to the drawing board for him to see where it has gone wrong and how can he tackle it for us to make a headway. Because in matches like this, we are supposed to get at least a draw in this match, but because of carelessness, one or two errors has led us to losing the entire 3 points. And it's not good for a team like Manchester United like this in a starting a competition like this. So we should buckle up well for us to do the needful. If you really want to get result, that is football for you. You have to do your homework well. If you fail to do your homework, it will definitely affect you.
Yes.
So I want the coach to still go and review this match so carefully for him to know, because I don't still believe in this starting lineup. This first nine that we are playing is not good enough. So if he must even play the top nine, then Bruno should. If he must play a first nine, Bruno should not even be the point man. I didn't even push Mount there.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that would have been better. Rashford is not at his best, so we're just managing him on that wing. Because even if he plays the nine, we won't see him completely. So I think that's the reason why the coach chooses to play him at the flank. So we should do well. At least by now we should know that Sexy is fit enough for him to start a match. So he should try and start him so that we'll have a different view and a different approach about the game for us to do better against our rivalry Liverpool.
All right. Everybody know it's not a nice one for Man U today, and then they'll be playing Liverpool come Sunday.
Yeah.
Oh, we never can tell. Anything can happen.
Yeah,
But I have to say hard luck.
Yeah, thanks.
Yes, they can. But please don't forget to follow us on our social media platform on Facebook, on TikTok, on YouTube. Follow us on Fans Vibe, watch, like, and subscribe. Thank you very much.